This car is really testing me, or I'm testing myself, depending how you want to look at it. So today's MOT day. I'm panicking here, right? I need to calm down. So today's MOT day, yeah? I've come to the car this morning, turned the ignition on, nothing. I thought, not again, not another MOT day. Took the battery off. That's the only thing I could think it could be, is that the battery was dead. I put it on charge for just an hour and thought, see if I get any life. And the car started after an hour, but I've now got some warning lights on the dash, which I think I can clear quite quickly. Let me show you now quickly. So these are our warning lights. Ignore the fuel one, obviously I can put fuel in. We've got the mag ride light, traction control, and we've got the steering light. Now I'm confident I can clear these. I go all the way to the left for 10 seconds, all the way to the right for 10 seconds, and then as I drive down the road, it should reset the system and it should clear. So we're going to try. Right, so I've done the steering wheel turning. As I now drive, I'm hopeful these lights should disappear. He says they've gone, I don't know if the camera put that up, but they've gone. Right, petrol station, garage, let's go. Focus. Right, so I've just put fuel in, I'm on my way out. I had this idea of doing a cinematic in the car when I put fuel in. That was my plan for the video, but I couldn't even switch the car off because I'm panicking that the battery won't have enough charge. I've got nothing electrical turned on over in the car, well, apart from the stereo's on, but everything else is switched off, everything in the car, no lights, heated screen. Who knows? Let's get to the garage. Come on! We're fast! Come on! I'm absolutely over the moon that this car's passed. It's been an absolute emotional roller coaster. I cannot believe it. Why did I ever doubt myself? Oh my God, the sense of relief that I've got that this car's passed its MOT is unbelievable. So as it turns out then, the guy that I actually use for all my MOTs, like where I take my Focus ST, is actually a little bit of a TT guru. And he actually said to me when I've been to pick it up, he said, without being his exact words were, I weren't being disrespectful, I got in the car, I saw the mileage and thought, this probably not going to pass on that mileage unless some money's been spent on it. He said he then got the car on the ramp and looked underneath and saw, he said his exact words, and I'm not blowing smoke because it's my car, his exact words to me were, it's one of the cleanest, most solid Gen 2 8J Audi TTs he's ever seen. I even tried to sell it and I said, look, this car's for sale if you're interested. But I did say I want to use it for a couple of weeks, and he then said he also took it on a road drive and he said it drives absolutely perfect. He says the car is kind of faultless really, which is great news. That is fantastic news. It is great news for us and I'm absolutely over the moon. So I'm going to go for a bit of a drive in a minute. I'm going to change the GoPro, I'm going to put it on this window so it's pointing forward. Not going to go far, but yeah, Audi TT, Project TT, completed it, mate. So as I said then, Project TT, we've completed it, mate. I just want to share it here. This is the TT behind me. Just on the other side of this wall is the scrapyard, that's right. Just in there is the scrapyard that I bought this car from not 8 weeks ago. 19th of February, this car turned up on my drive. Today is the 18th of April. 2 months, boom. Hashtag completed it, mate. I'm going to take the car on a bit of a drive now. I'm going to jump in. I need to tax it, to be fair, it's not taxed. So I'm going to tax the car, take it on a bit of a drive. And I do need to do a bit of a longer drive, like congratulate ourselves, pat on the back, we've completed it, it's passed its MOT, but we also need to get out for this car and take it for a first drive and experience this 2-litre TFSI with a 6-speed DSG, because people rave about and VAG people rave about this platform. So the sense of relief's unbelievable. Let's text the car, let's go for a quick spin down the road. So I've nipped home, I'm just on a bit of a drive. You know what, this car, like, I'm not just saying it's lovely. It's genuinely really lovely to drive. It feels really tight, it feels really together. Like, the steering's really responsive. I've not put the suspension in sport mode yet, and I've not hit any country roads. I'm saving the country roads for the first drive that we're going to go out and do together. But genuinely, the car feels so tight and so together. I'm really impressed. I've not tested the cruise control because that's something else I need to check, make sure it's working. I've just kind of used these roads like this, if I'm honest. Little bit of a DSG fart then. Never thought a DSG fart would make me smile anyway, I'll tell you that. Being a Ford man. Shift down. It's a nice big sweeper. Let's see if we can stretch his leg. Let's go. I'll tell you something. She's not shy. Shy, and the cruise control also works. We're in. This car is belting. Really well. It feels so together and so tight, it's unbelievable. Like, I'm really impressed with this car. Went down and we just chuck it in. Nothing coming, quick glance, nothing coming. Racing line through the roundabout. When we get it out, I'll get it out, and I'll also try the to see what the mag ride's like. This is just kind of, you know, I'm getting used to the car. I've only just got it for its MOT today. So there you go. It's actually a few days later. I filmed the last segment on Friday and it's now Monday. I've just done a bit of a weekly shop. I'm actually out in the TT enjoying life in the TT. As to be expected with these types of things, a few niggles have raised their head, to say the least, really. Nothing major, touch wood, as of yet. One of the niggles I found while looking for another niggle. The other niggle, so there's three in total. So one of them I was looking for and found something else, and the third one was obvious from the get-go, really. The first one then got a bit of a rattle or a knock. Well, I thought it was a knock. I thought it was a bit of a rattle, and it, you know, I've done the CV joint. I've had the wishbone off the front of the car, and I've had the drop link out. So I thought, you know what, easiest thing to do. Let's just make sure this is not like the fuse situation, and let's go and just recheck our work, and everything seemed tight. But while I was there, the metal clip that you put around on the CV boot had actually slipped off. I'd obviously not put it on tight enough, and it had slipped off. A little bit of CV grease had leaked out, not a lot, but a little bit had. I jacked the car up and I just refitted it, cleaned all the grease that had slipped out. I had a little bit left, so I put a little bit more back into the joint. I refitted the metal clip, and touch wood, it seems to be all right. And then I carried on looking for the niggle and the knock. Now, on the back of these cars, they actually have like two plastic undertrays that sit just in front of the rear wheels, and they cover like the suspension, like the wishbone where it meets the car, and the drop link. And on the driver's side, it's actually zip tied on. Not something I've done, obviously something that's happened in previous. Like I said, the car's got 4 new drop links, so maybe when they've took that plastic car off, they broke a grip, and it's just, that's the rattle that I think when I tap it underneath the car when I'm not moving, it does sound very similar to the noise that I'm hearing when I'm driving the car. And the last niggle that we picked up then is the car doesn't get up to operate in temperature. So at first I thought it might have been a temperature sender, which it possibly could be. But when I've done a little bit of research, what's come to light is that when the thermostats fail, they fail open, which means that the car isn't allowed to warm up. It's constantly getting cooled, and it doesn't get warm up to its optimum operating temperature. I've ordered a thermostat housing with a new thermostat, so the thermostat and the housing all come together. It weren't too expensive. I've ordered some new coolant as well, so hopefully we can get that issue rectified and get this rattle rectified in the next video. Touch wood, so far they're the only niggles that we've got, and honestly I'm really impressed with the car. I really am. I think I've done okay. I was expecting to find something once I got the car on the road, and hopefully the thermostat that I've ordered doesn't take too long to come, and that's something else we can get rectified, and then we can get the car out on a bit of a more spirited drive, shall we say. Just going to pull over here somewhere, see if we can end the video around here. So if you've enjoyed this video, thanks very much for watching. Make sure you check out the rest of Project TT videos if you haven't already. I've took this car from a scrapyard and got it back on the road with a full clean bill of health, with an MOT, with no advisories. I'm really happy with myself, really proud. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching. Bloody rattles.